Alright, so we are back, and today we are having a look at Cosmoteer. So this released onto Steam probably less than a month back now. We're going to go for the career mode here. It is in early access, but you wouldn't say it. It's extremely well developed, really polished. I don't think I've encountered any bugs so far. Let's have a look here at combat difficulty. So I'm just going to start with the standard option that it gives you. I have tried it out a little bit, but not a lot, so I don't want to sort of crank up the difficulty if I don't quite understand exactly how everything works yet. Advanced game options, what do we have here? Galaxy size. Okay, no, so we'll leave all of these as standard. Let's look at the options that we have. So we have the Model L, which they say is highly maneuverable, 3 laser blasters. Then we have C, so this is slow and well armored with 2 cannons that are inaccurate, can penetrate into enemy ships. I wonder if I should start with this one, because when I initially tried it out, I started with this one, which works with the lasers. This seems like an interesting design. I do want to treat this as like I usually do an Ironman playthrough, so it might be a little bit crazy playing a game like this in that way, because it is quite easy to die. But I'm going to try it anyway. We can always just start another series where we don't do this, so maybe the first one we'll treat it as Iron Man. So if I die, that's it. I have to start a new series. This is speed and offensive firepower for a defensive shield generator that can block incoming enemy fire. So what are the guns that we have on this one then? Not sure. I do kind of like this one for whatever reason. It's got the crew quarters at the back. These are storage areas. This one's got storage at the back. It's also got the crew quarters at the back. I do quite like the one with the shield as well. Shield takes quite a bit of crew to maintain, if I understand it correctly, like how this works. I'm also looking at it from the perspective of how easy it would be to build stuff out. And I mean, the editor in this game is really good, but I don't want slow. I think, okay, this is trading speed and defensive firepower, but I do kind of like the layout of this, and I kind of feel like this would be easy to expand upon. So let's go for the one that has the shield generator, and we just get straight into the game here. So yeah, so I've got to say, like, a couple of games I've done, all of the elements in this game has been done before, but never quite as well as it is done here. Like, I'm surprised by just how good this is, by how easy it is to pick up. So we've got the space station over here, and we've got our ship. We're going to hail it, and one of the first tips I can give you is that just take as many of these quests as you can. There's no reason to not immediately accept them. Just be careful of things like the faction conflicts, because that can upset other factions. So, like the exploration quest, there's no reason for us to not just accept that immediately. Then fugitive bounties, so we're going to accept all of these so that when we come across them, we can just sort of do them. Clear asteroid field. Maybe I should, so the pirate hunter one, I do want that, but I think that anything that's slightly higher level, should I not accept that for now, or should I just accept it? Because I mean, we'll start upgrading our ship pretty quickly, so I'm gonna accept this as well, and then I won't be bothered about the deliveries too much. So immediately we sort of want to go into combat. I don't think we have any money or anything like that at the moment. Just give me a second here. Yeah, unpause again. Why is it not unpausing? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's have a look around for our first combat encounter. So this is a fugitive bounty. So we're just going to go over here. Even like the in-screen ship and everything, like the way it's handled. So if I get in closer, it'll take that away, because now I can actually see the ship. Like it's all done really well. The interfaces, it's so easy to pick up. I think it's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna give me the tutorial again, because I've sort of played through it already. I hope it doesn't. So we've got an unknown signal. Okay, that's an asteroid field. You can mine this, but we don't have the materials to do that right now. And the fugitive will be somewhere in this area, so it doesn't tell you exactly where it is. We do have sensors to try and pick it up, and you can expand that range later on. Okay, here we go. So this is the enemy contact. Now this is our visual range. So as soon as we get into that range, we should be able to see him, and I'm gonna pause. There we go. Because let's just have a look. So we want to decide what we want to target. Now we can either go for, is that the hyperdrive? Okay, so their cockpit's right at the end. We should probably target the reactor core. That will cause the ship to sort of blow apart. This is going to be the million-dollar question as to who's got the tougher ship here. Because this is our starter ship, but it does look like they're not breaking through our shield at the moment, which is good for us. And as soon as we hit that reactor, it should blow. We really don't... Okay, there we go. So we've just taken out this fugitive, so we can go and claim bounty, but before we do that, we're going to fly over here, and we'll ask the crew to salvage all of this, just like that. And we'll speed up time a little bit for them to do that. So you'll see they'll go out and they'll collect all of these materials. It's not collecting everything because there's a limit to the amount of storage space that we have, and that's probably one of the first things that we're going to want to do, is to fix that up. I think we want to figure out immediately like what can be improved here on the ship. What are we leaving behind? This is just steel, I think. Okay. So we go back then to this place. That's an unknown contact, but it's not hostile. So we're immediately going to see what improvements we can make here. And this is sort of the core loop of this game. It's like you do a mission, you come back, and then you make some improvements. So we're going to hail them, and first things first, we get our payment. So we get some reputation of this faction, we get some overall fame, which helps you to recruit more people, among other things, I think. And then we get some money for this. So let's hire some more crew. How much can we actually hire here? Oh, we don't have more space. Okay, so it's time to start editing this ship. And okay. Let's see. We definitely need some more storage space, and the question is, how do we want to build this out? Because this shield can only defend part of the ship, and as soon as I start expanding outwards, that will limit to a certain extent. Yeah, that'll make it more difficult for the shield to protect. So maybe I should try to make the ship longer for now. We can always put on more engines later. So we look at storage first, because we need more. Should we have bigger storage areas, or not for now, maybe? So we put more storage here and there. I'm just directly putting these on. Maybe even more, because especially at the beginning, this is going to make the ship quite a bit heavier. I'm aware of that. But... so where will the door be if I put this over here? I have no idea. Does it have a door? We'll build it first and worry about that later. I don't think there's any cost to breaking this down again. The doors are over here. Okay, so this is an issue. We can't actually get the doors in here. Maybe I can put these towards the back. So if I just pick them up and fix them right at the end of the ship like that, and then we can maybe have even more storage towards the back. I mean, it's not... this is not very clever placement of the crew quarters, because they're far away, at least from some of the things that they'll need to interact with. But I kind of feel like this is... hope these aren't famous last words, but this is something that we can fix later on. And then we have even more storage like this. This is a very poor design, I have to say. But I'm sort of taking the philosophy of procrastination here right now and just saying like, okay, we just want to make some money, get as much stuff as we can. Hopefully this is still functional from a combat perspective. And we probably want a little bit more firepower. These laser blasters, we want more of them for sure. What is this? This is a fire extinguisher. I should have more laser blasters in here, I think. We can put the fire extinguisher most likely somewhere else. I'm not sure right now exactly where, but we'll find a spot for it. Because I think it would be better if we had more of these blasters right over here, assuming we can make that work. Can we put that here? We can, but that reduces... that's a problem. We need to find a new place for this. Maybe we can just have one more laser for now. Oh, okay, but if I put... I see the problem. If I put the laser here, they're not going to be able to enter the shield generator room. That's also a problem. Well, I've got a better idea. There's no reason... Let's just put blueprint mode on so that you can see how this works. So we can move stuff around here. Now, there's no reason for this not to be here. And then, if this is here, we can always get some more laser weapons in. The question is, are we going to have enough money to actually do this? This will still be well behind this shield, which is good. So put this one over here. Okay, there's not currently going to be a space for that one, so we'll just have one extra for now. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. You click on make it so, and that'll implement all of the changes. Actually, that's not... I think that's not what I wanted to do. 1 second. I actually wanted this to be over here. Is that still behind the shield? Yes, it is. So that's good. And we put another laser over here. Perfect. And... I mean, we can keep that extra bit of ship over there. We'll use it later. For now, it'll be extra armor that we have over here. So it's almost always better to build in blueprint mode. It can just sometimes get a little bit confusing if you're not sure exactly why the ship doesn't want to do something you want to do with it. So I've just taken a very nicely designed ship and made it look really cumbersome. But whatever, like I said, we'll fix this later on. Now the next thing is we want to get some more crew on board. So we're going to hire, what, we can get 6. So we'll just take the first 6 that we can get. I can just click this button as well. So you'll see all of these are costing us 0 reputation, but eventually you need higher reputation to hire more crew. But from what I can see in general, aside from the cost of hiring crew, there's really no downside. So it's almost always better to have more. There's no expense other than needing space for them to having crew on board. Okay, so let's see, now that we have more guns, more crew, all of that, we still only have this one reactor core, and actually I need to check this. Right, so we can see that the suggested number of crew that we have seems to be okay relative to what we need, and power as well. It's suggesting that, wait, if suggested is 1.8, that actually means we're below. Sorry, so we're a little bit lower here than we should be, but we don't have money right now to sort this out, so we need to go and do a few more missions. So let's have a look. We'll go and take out this fugitive and then maybe this one as well. We'll see if we can do them both in one go, because we've got quite a bit of storage space available right now. So we'll speed up time here. Now the nice thing is, as soon as you detect something, it'll automatically slow down the time. There we go. So this is not good. We need to be very careful here. Wait. We want to be very careful in cases like this because we're not at a stage yet where we can engage multiple contacts. And it's one of the things about this game is that, so if you look at how our ship's designed, we've got a shield in front, which protects us really well given the enemies that we're facing right now. But if they were to get off... Wait, did one of those guys just... Yeah, one of them was just taken out. We want to go over here. So somebody else just did our job for us. Okay, this one's still here. So we'll take out this one. So what I was just saying is that because you have the shield in front here, if somebody comes around the side and starts blowing into the side of your ship, of course you're not going to have any of the shield's protection. You've got to be careful of that sort of thing. So this ship, where's the cockpit? It looks like it's just been... Looks like that's been taken out. What is this? Oh, hold on a second. The ship is just sort of aimlessly floating around, it seems. So we can just go and... So this has actually been completely taken out. It's interesting that the sensor still picks up on it. So we're quickly going to harvest this. Get quite a few materials this way. And then we know that around here somewhere, I just want to fly around here and see where this actually is, because we want to get the materials. Let's see what this is as well. That's a storage pod. Let's have a look. Just got some materials, it seems. Oh, some of the guys got out while I was making my way over here. Right, there we go. And now, well, how do I see... We need to fly around a bit and see if we can find out where this other ship was taken out. Might be difficult to do right now. No, I'm not finding it. I mean, we can keep searching, but there's a lot else to do, so let's go and get the next fugitive bounty. It should be somewhere around here. Okay, here we go. Luckily we have another friendly ship that could potentially help us out if we're in a bind, but we should be okay to handle this. If we could handle the first one, we can handle these. So it's got a... What is this? A disruptor. Okay, this is specifically designed to take on our shields. We are going to go straight for the... Should I go for the reactor core or the cockpit? It seems like the cockpit might be easier to get to. So let's try that. Oh, they've already taken out our shield. We're definitely going to take some damage here, I think. We'll fly up. Yeah, so now we need to fix damage. Very simple. We can just hit repair all. And we'll fix all of the systems that were damaged. And then we're going to salvage again. So quickly get that done. I haven't played this that much, so feel free to leave tips and stuff in the comments. And by the way, I know it's been a long time since I've last uploaded something. It's just I've had a lot of other things going on, so that's why it's been a while. I'm hoping that I can get back to some more consistent uploads. I mean, it may not be back to the rate that I was uploading initially, but I will get back there eventually. It's just, yeah, it's been a lot that's been going on. But we are going back here, and then we'll see if we need to sell off some of these materials or if we can make some more changes. What's the speed that we're going at? Like 75 meters per second. It's not bad, considering. But what do we need here? Okay, well, first let's finish up this mission. Oh, we've got two, so we'll receive payment for this and for that one. This gives us more money to hire more crew because we've still got space. But I think that we want to make sure that we've got enough power for all the systems that we're running as well. And we don't need Hyperium right now. We'll only need that later. So I may even sell that. Steel, we've got a lot more than we need. Well, let's first make upgrades and then we'll sell some of this stuff. So let's see, what's the problem right now? We need more power. And I think we can optimize the ship in some way to facilitate that. Is it the best place to have... I feel like we should move some of this outward. So let's get into blueprint mode here. And this may not be the most optimal design for now, but if we can just have this over here, actually like this here. Now just be careful when you do this that it deletes the blocks that shouldn't be hanging around in air, otherwise it won't let you complete your design. But I think for now this will probably work. Move this out a little bit, and then get more reactors if I can. Or maybe one of the reactors over here, then get a second reactor, and get a capacitor. This is a good design, I think. Or at least it should work. Okay, we still have the storage areas, that's cool. It would be good to have even more guns. And I wonder if I can do that right now. One idea is to take... How much money do we have left? I don't know, this is going to cost quite a bit already just to do this. And I want to hire a few more people as well. So I think we should stick with this design for now. We're getting there. It's still not great that the crew quarters is all the way back here. Maybe I should move these up. Oh, will they still be behind the shield? I think so. So if we can have this one here and this one over here. This is a better design because you want the crew to be close to whatever they're going to be working on. And that means we can probably have even more storage back here if we wanted to. Should we do that? Or is it too soon? Let's leave it empty for now. So we'll go with this design. We can always put some storage back in here soon. So the crew is just powering all of this stuff back up, and now they'll start using these, they'll put power cells into the capacitor. And then we can probably sell the rest of the materials that we don't need right now. It's mostly the steel that's the big problem. So, okay, let's get rid of pretty much all the steel that we don't need right now. The hypercoils, I'll keep those. Diamonds, yes, let's keep them for now. Or should we? I mean, it's good money, and we're not going to use it for anything else. Let's sell it. I mean, we will eventually use it for other stuff, but we're probably not going to use it right now. Uranium. Well, we're not going to be processing this, so let's sell the uranium as well. And Hyperium. Yeah, well, actually, we're not going to use this right now either. Let's sell that too. So everything will get offloaded. Let's give them some time to do that. And we're off to the next missions. What have we got? Another fugitive bounty. That's got an asteroid field to clear as well, so I'm not going to do this right now because there's a really high chance of us running into multiple enemies at the same time. And as I said, that's the one thing that could really take you out quite easily. And we're not there yet. We'll go over to this one. As I said, I am treating this as an Ironman mode, so if we die, that's going to be the end of the series. So I don't want to take chances like this just yet. We want to be a bit more powerful before we start doing that. But let's just make our way over here. Okay, we are moving at 66 meters per second, which is quite slow. The next thing that we're going to do here is upgrade our engines, like move a little bit faster. And I should have hired more crew. I forgot to do that. That's a problem. So we're going to fix the engine issue, and we're going to get some more crew as well. Let's just pause here. Attack this contact. So we need speed, power, and crew. That's what we're going to go for next. There's really not much to this ship. We'll just go straight for the reactor. It's got a bit of armor. It's making us work to get through to that. But that should be it. There we go. Excellent. Is that a person? Looks like it. Oh, this is sort of all over. Let's just give them some time. Be very careful when you do this, because right now I'm sending out all of my crew, and if I get attacked, there'll be nobody on the ship to keep the shields powered, etc, etc. So that can be quite a risky strategy. But hopefully we've still got enough money that we can go back and make some of these updates that we need. Notably, maybe get some more crew, more engines, and another reactor towards the back. Or even 2 reactors if I can. I don't know if I need that many though. No, I think I'll get a capacitor and more crew quarters for rear engines. Is this a pirate? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn around, take this out. We may as well. There's just no reason not to at this stage. To pick it up on the sensors. I want my speed to be up to about 90, I guess. We'll see if we have enough money to do that right now. Not sure what happened to this pirate. Okay, it's disappeared, so we're gonna make it our way back. But as you can see, the interface is incredibly easy to use, and it does not take long to learn. Like, you'll pick up on it really quickly. So we'll get back here soon. There we go. And so first things first, we'll just get this payment. Quickly show you how this works. If we go... Oh no, sorry, this is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to build a new ship. I want to go into the career log. Is this the one? Oh yeah. So here you can see that I've been getting some reputation with this faction that we've been doing missions for, and we're getting some galactic fame. So that's sort of the progression that we have. But okay, what do we need? More engines, probably more crew quarters as well. So I want to build, in terms of power, I'm going to put a capacitor back here. Actually, put it into blueprint mode, put this capacitor in. Then what else do we need? Some more crew quarters. These are not very expensive, so we'll just put these right here at the back. And then maybe several more engines right here at the back. I could always put more... I could put more power back here, because we'll probably want to expand this at some point. So, but let's start... What is this? It's not this. Where's the propulsion? It's over here. So we take the standard thrusters. We're gonna have... Oh, okay, if I put them there, I don't get access to it, which is a bit of an issue. Didn't think about that, but I can put them here. So put one here, put one there, one over here, one over here. For now, this should do. And then we're just gonna need a bit more crew as well. I could put more here as well. This will really give me a lot of speed. Let's try this. So we expand these corridors. More thrusters. Oh, I could have just put it here as well. But let's put it here. This will look better. Now it's starting to look like something again. Should I have more storage, or do I have enough for now? This is already costing me like 10,000, and I need more crew as well. So, okay, let's do this. And we're gonna get some more crew. Higher than maximum, which is 9. And it's gonna take most of our money. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, so it seems this ship is all good. It's not gonna be more maneuverable per se, it's just gonna be faster. We need more of these other thrusters as well, and I should probably get those. Having this many thrusters to speed up and so few to slow down is probably not the most balanced ship. I mean, definitely not. So we'll need to sort that out on the next go as well. But let's try to take out 2 more fugitives, and then we'll finish that. And that may be the end of the first episode. And I'd love to hear what people think of this, because I can continue this into a regular series. Like I said, we'll end it once I die, and that happens surprisingly easily. So I don't know how many episodes there will actually be. But let me know what you think of that idea as well. If you prefer that we just continue playing or load games even in cases where things don't work out, or if we, up the stakes a little bit. Okay, here's a pirate. Let's go straight for this one, if we can catch them. Our speed is almost up to 100, so this is now fast, but maybe not agile necessarily. I kind of like the way this ended up looking now. Okay, we are faster than it is, and this is why it is important to be fast, so that you can actually catch up with stuff. Okay, he's engaged in combat. That's really going to put him at a disadvantage against us. Should we go straight for the hyperdrive, or maybe we can get to the cockpit since he's going to be concentrating on another enemy? There we go. That's perfect for us. So we're going to move in over here. Whoa. I guess there was still one missile homing in. So we're going to take care of this. Alright. And then we'll take out this fugitive first. Okay, there we go. Moving straight towards him. Let's see. Okay, we're just going to go for the cockpit. That's right up front. That's not an amazing design, to be honest. It's not very safe, since it makes it very easy for the enemy to take you out completely if you design the ship in that way. You want all of the stuff like reactors in your cockpit and so on to be protected. Our design actually isn't that great either. It's very far forward. It's behind the shield, which makes sense, but of course if the shield gets taken out, it's only a matter of time before that's going to get taken out as well. Let's go over to this one. In a way, this is a little bit like FTL, because you don't directly control your crew in the way that you do in FTL, but you can, I guess, similar to something like, what's it called? Oxygen Not Included, set up priorities in terms of what they should do, and you control them in that way. So this is an unknown contact, but probably not one that's dangerous, because it would be red otherwise. Why is it... I want to investigate this. Why is it flashing though? They need help or something? This is... Oh, it's a hyper jump beacon. Okay, that's why. So we don't need to worry about that for now. We can't do hyper jumps yet, I think. There we go. Alright, let's see this design. It's another one that has the cockpit right up front, so this should be easy. There we go. It didn't even land a single hit on us. Take all of this out. Okay, right, I think that's fine. Should we do one more before we go back? No, that's quite far out. Might make more sense to get back to the base first. Yeah, so we're doing quite well. We've had quite a few upgrades done. It's something else that I like. The game's really designed to not feel like a grind, and of course there are some options to reduce that even further, but you progress quite quickly. If you look at how many levels we've gained, and you can go up from the small ship that has almost no crew on it to, yeah, it takes quite a while for us to break. So this is something that we're going to try to address now. We'll get these payments. What is this? The stress signal has been sent. in overwhelming numbers. I don't know if that's something that we can do right now. We'll get back to it. But let's first look at the ship. So what do we need? Maybe a bit more. So we definitely need more thrusters that effectively helps us to brake. Let's go into blueprint mode here. We can have more reactor cores as well. How expensive are those to build though? They're pretty pricey. Okay, so we're not going to build more of these right now. The problem is that we need this enriched uranium, which we have enough for one more probably. Actually, I think it might be fine for now. So let's move this up slightly, just like that. And then we get another one that has the sideways and brake thruster in one, and that should probably do on the maneuverability. So the two-way thruster for now. How do I rotate this again? Not like that. I think I just right-click. Yeah, that's how it works. So one of these. I think this works. And one on the other side as well. You can just mirror, but we don't need to do that right now. Should I get more guns as well? I'll still need to deal with the problem of where do I actually put the fire extinguisher. What is this? Oh, it's the airlock hatch. That can be in a different location. If I can get the fire extinguishers in here, and I move the airlock hatches back, like this, I think this is a slightly better design. Because you never really need to reach the airlock. Well, sometimes you need to get there quickly, but they're only going to exit the ship in cases where they want to collect stuff. So let's put it back here. That frees up this space to have fire extinguishers. So we'll put one over there. Is fire extinguisher under defense? Yeah, it seems to be. So we put one there. And then let's see if we can get some more lasers. The question is, do we have enough power for this now? I hope so. So we put one up here. Just about enough, okay. We'll probably go and take out one more enemy. We just have to test this out first. And do we still have space for more crew? Let's have a look. We do. We're just gonna hire the maximum here again. Think so. Or maybe not, let's just see. Yeah, let's keep a little bit of money left over. And actually let's sell whatever we have right now that we don't need to use. Especially, well, okay, we'll get rid of the ammo. Get rid of some of this, and definitely the steel, because that just takes up a lot of space. Some of these coils I want to get rid of as well. I'll keep some for building materials. We'll keep the enriched uranium. The thing is that you do get slightly less money to, well, about half the money for selling than it would cost to buy. So if you think you're going to use something to build, sometimes it is better to just hang on to it. At least that's my assessment of it. Could be wrong. But so we'll sell those materials, wait for everybody to get back on board, and then we'll do one more fugitive. We can clear the asteroid field as well, but again, it's a situation where you have to attack multiple enemies at the same time. Let's make our way over here. We're still close to 100 meters per second, so the speed's good. Usually I aim for around 100. Anything below 90, I'll start looking at it to try and increase the speed again, because in case you need to intercept something or you need to outrun something, it does become important. And yeah, let's go for the reactor this time. We now have a lot of guns, so we should be able to get through stuff pretty quickly. Did we take any hits? Our shield doesn't cover the whole ship. What got damaged? Yeah, it got damaged on the sides there, and that is not actually covered by the shield. So we may want to change this design up to put shields on both sides and have some more guns in the middle. That's one option that we have. But we'll just get them to go out and collect all of this. Perfect. And then we head back to the station. Oh wait, there's a pirate over here. So if we eliminate 8 of these roving pirates, then we'll... Oh, there's another one. This, again, is a bit dangerous. I should be able to handle this, but I don't know. Like, I'm not going to risk it right now. Are they pursuing us? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like he spotted us just yet. Should go and find some of the other stations in here as well. Alright, so we will hail the station, get our bounty paid out, and probably, if we're not going to build anything else now, sell some of this, sell all of the steel, maybe some of the coils. We'll keep the processors and the enriched uranium. We'll want to use that later, and it's quite expensive to buy. Alright, so we're going to end this one here, but I am interested in turning this into a series. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded, so do let me know if you'd like to see more of this, and I'll bring some more episodes. It's one I'm really enjoying at the moment. You can pick this up on Steam right now. As I said, it's in early access, but it's really worth it. Definitely at the price point that it's currently selling at as well. So, as always, if you like this content, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.